Hey guys, we are back again for another 9-ball video. This is actually my second attempt at this video. My daughter started screaming her head off halfway through the first attempt. Actually, I was only about 5 minutes in, but had to go take care of her. And here we are the following morning. No shave, stained shirt, no wine either. It's morning time. I'm not an animal. This is the second part of the last 9-ball, same night. This is Sam and Will, and there's no sound because there's a bowling tournament going on right next to us, so that's a good thing. I'll put some background music on it again. No jazz. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how I feel. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into it, yeah? I have watched the first 5 minutes of this since I tried doing this yesterday. So the rest of it is completely new to me, though. All I did was remove the space in between racking and the 9-ball dropping. Will won the lag, so here he is breaking the first one. Makes the 5 and scratches. And this is Sam. You know him from another video I shot, the cursed video. Sam going switch hitter on the first shot. I'm actually better behind my back than I am with my left hand. I can't do much with my left hand at all. Really nice draw stroke there for Sam. On that shot there, he put a little bit of bottom right. I think it's safe just putting bottom on it. You don't flirt with the side pocket as much, but works out well. On this shot here, I like to go top left and actually run the cue ball this way, using the rails, 2 rails to slow you down. He tries to run straight up, overshoots it a bit. Makes the 8-ball anyway, but hard to get shape when you're straight in like that, or not straight in, 90-degree angle like that, straight into the rail. Makes his 9-ball, doesn't scratch. Here we go, rack 2. Oh. These guys are even on scratching on the break. A good choice here for this shot. You don't want to run it up too far though. If you get straight in, it's hard to get back up here for that 3. And steady. Hits the inside of the side pocket and rolls out. I'm not sure what I prefer here with this shot. If you try to cross bank, you lose the cue ball. You have to be back there for the 2-ball. It's not like you can run it up the table and back. Maybe kicking it wouldn't have been a bad idea. Kicking to safety back behind the 2-ball. Something like that. Will hits this one super thin. That cue ball takes a really weird roll without hitting the rail. These tables are far from level. Just looks like he... Here's the thing. Will is injured currently, and he just didn't get down on his shot. I don't know if he can or not. I don't know the extent of his injury. He just mentioned that he was on light duty at work because of something, but he just didn't get down on that shot, and it ended up going pretty terribly for him. I think if Sam walks around this one before he shoots it, he knows he has to roll this cue ball up a couple inches, play the 3 straight in. Makes the shot anyway. Pretty straight on the 4 ball. I don't know how much angle he has here. Looks like he might have a little bit of angle. Draw this one up towards the 8 ball. Yeah. Once again, same thing. I like to run this 2 rails. You use this rail here to slow down your speed so you can control the cue ball being up in this area. I just like to follow this one. Same thing, another 2 rails. It's just move it around the table. Shape's great, shot didn't work out. Confidence is a big reason why a lot of people's shots don't work. If you second guess any aspect of the shot, you tend to run it out and rattle your shots, move your head while you're shooting. He will getting a little frustrated with himself right now. I've practiced with Will a bunch. I played with him in tournaments, and he's very capable of kicking the crap out of anybody. So this really isn't like him to miss this many shots the way he is. Nice. He gets his confidence back up, Will, and feels a little bit better. He'll start making some shots, but yeah, he's trying to get down on the ball and it just looks like he's holding himself up. All right. Lost the cue ball on that one. Took a nice hop, a little bit of topspin. Fortunate not to scratch. If Sam rolls this ball up to here, he can see that 2 ball. But I don't know if he looked at that. It looked like he was trying to hold it, and I think he could have just played that a little easier and run it up here. It's a pretty good size window. Even if you can't make the 2 ball, you've got a lot of space here to get a cue ball back behind and hide it. It's tough. It's tough when you're shooting a combo with top like that. He had no other choice. That cue ball's going to follow and you're going to end up being kind of stuck where you are. In that situation, I tend to hit those a little bit harder to get the cue ball to come rail out. The one ball would be over here. You might have a better chance at it, but he's got a lot of room to shoot a safety here. Just play it nice and easy, bring the cue ball up to this part of the table. Instead, it looks like he's going to try to kick it long rail. And no. If he does what I said with the safety, he brings the one ball here and brings the cue ball out here. Sam really can't kick it a lot of that stuff. Of course, Sam's frustrated that he got straight in on this shot. I'm gonna draw this with bottom left. Again, spin it this way. I don't know if he can see the 3 here. He spun it a bit. Okay. Spun it a bit too much, ended up hitting too much of the ball. Will puts one down. You don't want to do anything too fancy with this shot. He's got a pretty tight cut here if he wants to go for this 5 in the side. He's going to run the risk of losing the cue ball back here, not being able to see the 6. A safety's not a bad option here. Put the cue ball over here. Oh, he puts a lot of inside spin on it and holds it. By inside spin, I mean he put left on it. The side the pocket was on. Oh. It's funny how us amateurs always seem to follow up a really good shot with a questionable shot. It was just a strong shot, and then Sam going for a safety. Don't know if he can see it. Hard to see from this angle. We'll know in a second. Okay, I'm going to go with no. Might be able to see the left edge of the ball, which is not the edge you want to see when it's that close to the pocket. Okay. I like the kick better. I'm going to put a little bit of right spin on that one when you're putting top on it. It's always going to go towards the 9 ball. You just put a half a tipper right on that shot. End up on the other, on this side of the 9. Sam giving the old head shake. Oh, he's just rushing his shots. He definitely looks uncomfortable. That's unfortunate. All right. Looks like Sam might actually have a look at the 2-ball and made 3 balls on the break. So, hooray. Probably going to juice this with inside, try to make it. A good attempt, but it's always a risky shot. And if you miss, you almost always leave somebody in the pocket. We got away from him. I think he's got a piece of it. I don't know if he's going to have to... hard to see on this angle if he's got a good piece of it or not. Oof, not quite enough of it. Again, the lighting is a little off. I encoded these past couple videos when I recorded them with HVAC, HVAC encoding, and I used DaVinci for editing. DaVinci Resolve, and DaVinci Resolve does not like HVAC encoding, so I had to change these. But I suspect a lot of my lighting issues are on the encoding that I used. So, hard to draw a ball stretched across the table. I've gone back to the old style. I didn't have lighting issues before. It's just the HVAC does smaller file sizes, so I don't run the risk of filling up my phone with 2 matches like I had with one of the videos. The camera kept cutting out in the middle of the match. Looks like Will's going to try to kick at this ball. It's the only option he has. Good. I like using the second rail on that kick because it does send the cue ball up in this direction. If you hit the ball in the face, you end up with the cue ball here and the 7 ball up here. That was a nice shot. Don't know if he has the angle to play this lightly into the pocket or if he's going to have to run it, but if he's going to run it, it looks like he's putting a little inside on this to try to hold it. Really, really, really hard to hold these shots. On a slow cloth like this too, it's really hard to get that ball to pocket speed. Spin overreacts. Object balls don't want to move as fast as you think they should, but pretty standard out for Sam. Went from 3 balls on a break to a dry break. Like you do. 2 balls not really in a makeable spot here. With the 1 ball being where it is. If he cuts the 1 into the side, he might get stuck behind the cluster over here. He was trying to force something to happen, so he hit it hard. Leave Sam in a really undesirable position. Sam's lining up a bank shot. Let's see how he cues it. Cues it up a little high. That's good. He might not scratch. Oh no. This is a tough one here. I know Sam wants to get back up the table, but if he puts bottom left on this ball to try to drop back, he's shooting towards the side pocket. She just want to draw this one. Yep, kind of figured that was going to happen. Promise I haven't seen it yet. If he just hits that ball with draw, comes over here, comes up this way, you're not going to get behind that 2 ball from that angle, so tough one. I had no idea Will's shirt said smoothie. It's a good safety. I like it. Breaks the 4 out a little bit. Sam can only go one direction if he wants to get back to this 2 ball, which is the long way. If Will gets back to the table with ball in hand, he's got a good chance at making a few points. I have no idea what the score is at this point. I'm going to put the score on after this and edit it down. I just wanted to try to... that was a nice try. I just want to try to commentate on a video I haven't watched. The rest of the ones I commentated, I didn't really watch them, but I was, you know, looking for ball drops and marking scores. And Will underhits this one a little bit. Again, if he goes bottom right, he's shooting towards the side pocket. If he goes top, so go straight draw. Misses his shot. If Sam's feeling greedy, he's going to try to bank this one across the table. Side pocket bank. Scratch was on for that shot, but I don't know how much ball he left for Will. From here, it looks like Will can see it. I like to hit this one with a little bit of top, a little bit of follow on this one, and try to get it past this 5 ball. And come back up this way if you can. Nice shot. Again, safety option here. You come off the 4, put the cue ball back here. You always look for walls like this when you're playing 9 ball. It's really, really hard to get shape on that 5. If you tie them up behind a wall where they can't get to it, then you got ball in hand. You know, now you can make your shape a little easier. So when you spot walls like that while you're playing 9 ball, you just start practicing ways to get behind it. I actually, a drill I like to do when I practice my safeties is just to take a couple balls with you, have a cue ball, object ball, and then put a couple balls in a random spot nearby. Try to get your cue ball behind them and put the object ball as far away as possible, or make it unhittable, but just keep practicing trying to punch towards those walls. Sam's gonna kick at this one, which I don't hate. I like it. Naturally pushes into the 5 if he makes it. And if he misses, he doesn't leave a lot. Looks like it's a pretty hard one for Will not to scratch on here unless he can... Yeah, let's see what he does with this. He's gonna go around the pile. Nope, hits the 7. It's gonna work out in his benefit though. Pretty close to the rail. He can't draw back for this 6 ball. It looks like he might be able to get it to hit up here, but Oh, he's jacking up. He's going to try to get it back. That's well. Boopski. Oh, wow. The inside again. Overhits it. But really nice attempt. Hold it along that side. That was the right shot. I was thinking that shot actually would work well. I think the bank was the only way you could hold your cue ball up here for the 8. If he tried to cut it, he's flying around the table. Looks like Sam's going to try to draw this back up the table. And he does. And oh. Living good, Sam. Jeez. It's hard to hit out of these pockets on these valleys. Those little drop pockets are the little shells on them are like a 1/4 inch off the table, sometimes more. And then that metal plating is no joke. So cueing over a ball out of the pocket, I'm not going to fault Sam for that one. It's hard to do on these armor plated tables. So Will puts down a 9 ball. Sam magically makes a rack appear. Oh, 6 ball in the corner. 2 balls gonna get in the way. Oh, man. You know, on my match, none of the masses we were putting on were actually biting. And I know we're not pros or anything. None of us are trick shot specialists. However, you tend to see some of them actually work. Sam's got plenty of room here to just hit this with a little bit of follow, bring the cue ball there and back up. Nice easy shot. Perfect. Again, I like to follow this one to the rail with a little bit of inside, bring it back out here. He's down on himself, but I think that's actually a better shape than he could hope for, because it looks like he has enough angle to draw the cue ball back up to here. Oh, he was almost straight in, and yeah, that worked out well. And if you're trying to hit the 8, great. Otherwise, I like to go around. There you go. If he's pretty straight, he can draw this back. Oh, yeah, you don't want to risk that. If he takes his time and looks at this, I think he can actually carry the 9 ball in. But he didn't want to look at it. He was frustrated himself for drawing into the 8 ball. And Will gets a pretty easy out. 3 points for Will. Wow. Will with a really nice but really dry break. hard to make shots when you don't aim at them. Case in point. I don't think he can see this ball. Looks like he's down on it pretty quick. Let's see what he can do. Yeah, kicking at it. Woof. Juice the hell out of that one. Don't know if he can shoot this up the rail without going on the side. Doesn't look like he can. Yeah. Maybe get your cue ball up the table. He leaves the cue ball up here somewhere. He might be able to hide it. I don't know if he might have room to cut this in, and with his inside English that he's so fond of. That worked out. Hard to see the angles or what they can make from this one. Oh. Yep. Just smash. Also, I got part of the table cut off. It was hard for me to get the camera. You'll notice everybody is stopping right near the camera. It's up against a wall. This place is really cramped for space, but it's not bad. Sam overspins a shot that he could have just left pretty much where it was. He could have left it over here and it not been the end of the world. Makes good contact, and it's not what you want to see. Leaving somebody in out. Oh my god, Will hooks himself behind the 7 in what should have been a really procedural out. Very frustratedly just kicks at this ball, doesn't line it up. On that one there, you're gonna go towards the 7, so I like to actually just hit the 7. Play it a little harder, hit the 7, leave the 7 over here, leave your cue ball right where the 7 is. Sam's got enough rail here. If he wants to just punch this with a tip of left, he can come off the rail out to here. Yep. Like to go a little bit of top left on this one, run the cue ball into the rail and bring it over here. A little bit more left spin, a little bit more shot, but it's a hard one to hold. We saw Sam try to hold one over here earlier that ended up way out here. You might try to bank this for better shape, but we'll just miss the whole thing. Put a lot of spin on that ball. May have a little bit of deflection there. Push the ball outside of his shot line. Sam doesn't overspin a ball. Yep. Pretty standard. You don't want to try to get perfect on this. Just, you know, give yourself a couple feet away from the ball and shoot it up the table. You don't need to kill this one. Goodness. Whoa. You can try to bank this. I think he's double kiss territory. Oh, is he going to try to bank it up there? Ah, the old Z shot. All right. If Sam misses this one, I'm stopping the recording. Okay, good. Okay, we got a ball on the break. We got no shot on the one. We got 2 and 9 tied up. 4 and 7 on the rail over here aren't too bad. Looks like he's got enough room to shoot in between the 4 and 7 to kick at the 1 ball and leave the cue ball. Like, you shoot this way, kick the 1 ball, the cue ball tracks over here, and the 1 ball tracks over here. You can lock it up, but I like this, except that you can't really see the 2 ball here. Interesting. I don't know how many points these guys have, but I got a feeling we're getting close to the end of it. It's been a while. Oh yeah, we're running out of video. Okay. Oh man. All right. So here you don't want to make too much happen. You're just trying to get the cue ball out here for the 4 ball. 5 balls out in front of the pocket now. Nothing needs to be perfect. Yep, just like that. A little bit of left English. You don't want to lose this behind the 9 ball. He's going to lose it behind the... Oh, match is over. Yeah, anyway, left English. Don't lose it behind the 9 ball. Okay. Well, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, if you made it this far, please be sure to like the video, leave a comment, leave your favorite emoji in the comments if you got to the end. And yeah, I'll be doing another one of these for Vinny from my Masters team. He asked me to record him last night, so I did. And yeah, that's going to be a whole bottle of wine. It's like an hour and a half long, so we'll see how it goes. Anyway, thanks for coming in. I appreciate it.